So my name is Jossie Alexander. I'm a senior marine biology major and a journalism minor here at the University of Rhode Island. I'm currently working on a project for Dr. Dewsbury, the Science Education and Societies Lab, called Hidden Curriculum. So I was born in Trinidad, a little town called Sandy Grande in the island of Trinidad and Tobago. So yeah, I'm a first generation immigrant from Trinidad. I'm a first generation college student in my own definition. So I immigrated over to the States with my mom when I was 2 from Trinidad. And after that, I kind of just lived on military bases from I want to say about 4 years old to 16 years old. I had a totally different view of what life in America was like solely because of that. I started college at Florida International University in Miami, so that's where I actually began school. Being in Florida made it hard for me to help support my family emotionally. There would be tough conversations that I would need to have. They're over the phone, and a drive to Maryland, which I would make pretty regularly. 16 hours was not realistic anymore. I found URI because another great marine biology program, relatively close to home. I came to make the most out of an already great opportunity for me and my family. So specifically what I'm doing in my project is I'm actually going out and getting quantitative data from students through interviews, audio interviews about their experience navigating college as a first generation college student. It's really a long list of these compounding social barriers that we look at. So we start with kind of defining social capital, looking at the link between social capital and sense of belonging, and then we look at that link between sense of belonging and success, academic success, through motivation. So we're not saying directly that any student who feels like they belong will be successful. We're saying students who have an increased sense of belonging are more likely to feel motivation to do all the extra things that they need to do to be successful. If I could give any advice to incoming students about research, I would say get in a lab as soon as possible. I personally didn't even learn what research experience really was until my junior year of college. And I think if I would have started freshman year, I would have had a totally different experience. I would say start listening to people when they're telling you about resources, when they're telling you about opportunities, when they're telling you to just go have a conversation with a professor, with somebody who's doing work that you think is cool. Ask questions. Ask questions in lecture, ask questions in office hours, ask questions of your TAs because they're graduate students and they're doing this work. Ask questions to any and everybody. Figure out what potential career you might want to do early because you might not want to do it, and that's a part of it. Because these things build your resume on one end, they build your skills. The skills that you learn in one internship or one research experience, transfer to the next one, and then transfer to the next one, and then you continue to learn all these skills. They're every experience is like a golden ticket to the next experience. Yeah, I would say it's one of the best experiences you can have. One time where the things you're learning in lecture actually click, and you go back to class and you finally stop saying, when am I ever going to use this? So